Hey guys, welcome back to another video by me, Shubhran Jambal. So this car in front of me is a Kia Sonet. So this is a petrol GT line GTX Plus. So this is the extreme top end variant and it costs about 12 or 13 lakhs on road. Anyways, moving on right in the car. The first thing we see over here is this Kia badge. So this is the general Kia badge which you see on all of the cars. We have this chrome knurled finish like it is on the Sonet, which looks really nice. We have this grille which is studded with these red accents and has a GT line trim over here, which looks really nice. And these headlamps, they look very nice. So this car has a lot of road presence, especially because of the DRLs, which has kind of the same design in the front and the back, and it looks really nice. It has full LED headlamps over here, and we have these ice cube LED fog lamps. So these headlights and fog lights as a combination, they have a very good throw, and like the illumination is amazing. We have this diffuser over here with the red accents, and we have the silver accents as well. It gels in really nicely, with the whole car. The design looks really nice. We have this window up here which also looks really nice, dual blades and washer wiper, everything. We have these mirrors which are straight off the Kia Seltos. They're the same mirrors, and then we have these alloys. So these are 215 by 60 R16, so they are 16 inches and they look really nice. They're not that thin like some other cars, but like they look really nice. I really love the design that they have. We have the red color on this car, and as you can see, this is petrol. We have the window here, so this looks really nice. We have roof rails which are also finished in silver. So these aren't actual like functioning roof rails, so you can't put luggage up there, but they add a nice rugged look to the car. Shark fin antenna back here which gels in really well with the car. Moving on to the back, we have this chrome lining which the owner got done by themselves, and we have the light. So this in the middle is actually a reflector and not a light bar, but it still looks really good. It has the whole running through effect. We have these lights back here. So these are full LEDs, at least for the brake lights, and as we can see, the same shape which is kind of in the front, in the back as well. Sonet back here, Kia TGDI. So this is an IMT variant. So an IMT is basically like a manual, except the clutch is automated. So it is the mix between an AMT and a manual car. And in the back, we also have this rear camera. This is the rear parking camera and the Kia badge underneath it. And moving on to the boot space, so as we can see, there is quite a lot of boot space, especially for a car of this size, and it looks really nice. We have these 4 exhausts, like dummy exhausts back here, and a rear diffuser finished in gloss black with red accents, which look really nice. But honestly, from the back, I don't think it looks that good, but like no car from this segment looks that good from the back. This car, although like if we look at the full profile, it still manages to look really nice, and packing all of these features and looks in a sub 4 meter car is kind of amazing. Now moving on into the interior. So now we're in the interior of the Kia Sonet, and the first thing you notice is the steering wheel. So this is a leather wrapped steering wheel with some really good red stitching, and the car is started right now, and you can see how lightweight the steering is. I can twirl it with my single palm. We have this instrument cluster which looks a lot like the new i20 and the Verners, and it looks really nice. And as you can see right now, we have this, the tachometer, we have the fuel over here, we have the engine temperature, total kilometers driven, fuel to empty, the gear it is in, temperature outside, and the speed. And we have some other warning lights. Kia badge right here looks really nice. It's finished in gloss. We have the buttons over here, piano black finish going right through here, looks really nice. Engine start stop button back there looks nice. Traction control, parking assist, beam adjustments. We have these AC vents which look really nice. I really love the design, and they have a piano black insert around them with the same knurled chrome finish as it is on the grille, which looks really nice. We have the mirrors out here which are foldable, as you can see. So these can be folded electronically, and they can be adjusted as well electronically. We have the windows, everything over here, red stitching again. So this is one thing, it has this dashboard has a lot of interior, like in the interior it has a lot of red stitching and leather. Flat bottom steering wheel, if I didn't tell you that already. Aluminium pedals, and as you can see, there is no clutch, but there is a manual. So that is the speciality of this car. This car has an IMT gearbox, so I can slot it into first gear right now without engaging any clutch, and I can drive off without any issues. We have the infotainment system system over here, the maps, we have the Bluetooth and the time, date, everything. So this is a 10.25 inch system, and it looks really nice. We have this over here, which is the IRVM, and we have a sunroof up here, which looks really nice. And I can open it up right now. Looks so nice, and as we can see the sky up there, and you can close it, and there is a sunshade as well. So if you want to shield out all the light, you can just do that, which is really nice. We have the middle part over here with the AC controls and everything. Honestly, when I looked at it in photos and magazines and on the internet, I thought this looked really gaudy because there were a lot of buttons. It did not look that good to me on the internet, but once I saw it in person and once I experienced it, it looked really nice. We have the AC vents below the touchscreen, which is something that a lot of manufacturers have been doing recently. AC and like all of the buttons for the AC system over here, hazard lights, and this for the temperature. Overall, this is a very luxurious interior. We have some silver accents over here, some really cool finishes over there, and we have a 6-speaker Bose system in this car. It looks really nice, like the whole interior, and it sounds really nice. We have a wireless charging pad over here, twin cup holders, and some armrest and some space over here. And these seats look really nice. They are leather. They have the red stitching GT line written on them, and this has ventilated seats as well. So if you can see this button, I can turn on ventilated seats, although it is only a cool ventilated seats option and not a warm ventilated seats option. We have the USB for the charging, USB for the infotainment system, and a 12-volt charging socket. Old technology but works. Air freshener, cubby hole. And this, honestly, this is a very nice place to be in this interior. One thing I forgot to cover before was the infotainment screen. So this has a lot of features. Sound mode lamp. So basically, if you're playing any music, it releases lights from over here near the speakers, and it looks really nice. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, a lot of stuff over here. We have this Yuvo Connect. So this is a connected car like the MG Hector, and it has an integrated SIM. So if you're ever stranded anywhere, you can press the SOS button, and you have this Yuvo button right here. So all of that stuff is good. Then on the second, we have the manual. We can go back to the main menu, navigation right here, so you can see the maps, and in navigation you can see everything like Kia, whatever you want from Kia, and everything over here looks really nice. And I love how they've integrated this touchscreen with the rest of the design. So this is just like a one big rectangular piece going all through. Looks really nice. And we have some virtual buttons over here. And now moving on to the back seat. We're in the back seat. The first thing you notice here is the air purifier. So this is really nice, and it tells you the AQI of the car. We have the AC vents back here with the same knurled finish. We have this USB charging socket down here with a space for your phone. So that looks really nice. We have power window switches, some sun blinds, a small window back here which I don't know the significance of, but it's there. Silver finish going through the back, same finish that is in the front. Bose speakers back here again, but there's no lights in this variant. We have this nice little carpet down here which has this diamond cut finish, but then we have the normal carpets above that. And these seats, they look really nice. They have the Sonnet headrest over here, and they have a armrest with twin cup holders, which looks really nice. And as for the legroom, this is with the driver's like perspective. The driver is like 5'8", so there is a lot of legroom. And as for the other aspects, I have a lot of headroom. This car is pretty wide, so it can seat 3-4 people in comfort. So now for my verdict of this car, this is a very nice car. It's very comfortable. It's a very good car for the cities, and it gives you a proper SUV feel. However, I think it is a little overpriced at almost 16 lakhs on road. So if you want to go for a Sonnet, go in for a lower variant. Otherwise, if you have the money, then go ahead, go for it. But at 16 lakhs, I think you have better options like the Honda City, and you can go to the 1.5 litre petrol variant of the Seltos or the Creta, which are both available for almost about the same price. They're bigger cars and they have less features, but they have a more powerful engine and they're bigger. This car is amazing. It is very comfortable. It is a little overpriced, and I don't particularly like how the rear looks, but at the end of the day, it's your choice whether you want to go in for it. So if you are going in for it and you have the money to buy the top end, go ahead, no issues. But just know that there are better cars out there.